Yeah, guys, I haven't looked at any of these labels yet, but whatever it is, we have a whole mountain of them. All right, guys, we're back at the pallet place. We're gonna buy the cheapest Amazon mystery pallet in the US. Pretty sure that's about the right price. So if you come on in here, check this out. $150. I'm 6'1". Obviously not entirely full, but these are all Amazon mystery pallets. So we're just gonna kind of Rochambeau it and pick one and go with it. And then we're gonna unbox it all on camera. So I'm gonna get to load. All right, guys, in today's video, we're gonna be going over the cheapest Amazon pallet I can find. This pallet is $150 US. So to talk about where I get these pallets, guys, we're gonna be talking about the different places you can find pallets like this throughout the video. I showed a little snippet at the beginning of us picking out the pallet. You guys could see I'm 6'1". Pallets were right up there with me and they were filled to the brim. Guys, all of this stuff right here on this wall, all of this came from the same pallet. Let's dig into it. We're gonna go through it. Some of the stuff we'll speed through pretty quick. Some of it we'll test. In case we do wanna test it, I do have my awesome Genki moon base here. Shout out to Genki. It's just cool. Now, today's video is brought to you by Digiera. They're the sponsor for this video, but more on that a bit later. All right, so as we go through these, again, some of these are gonna go kind of quicker. Some of the more expensive ones we'll test. And we will have my wonderful assistant sitting over there giving us prices and values on some of this stuff, just so we kind of have an idea. We'll throw up a tally at the end just to see what it's all worth. But I will say this, I've tried a lot of these $150 pallets. I don't think it's possible to lose money on them. Sure, a lot of the stuff takes forever to sell. Guys, we're gonna talk more in depth about that in a little bit, but just remember the value is subjective. This is a lot of stuff. I mean, just look at it. A lot of these boxes are filled with multiple items. So keeping that in mind, a lot of this stuff is gonna take quite a while to sell. You're gonna have to list it on multiple places. Again, these are all things we'll talk about in the video, but for now, let's dig into a couple of things. First thing we have here, this is the Fry Daddy electric deep fryer. So another weird thing about this kind of stuff is it is usually a combination of new and used returns, some of it's shelf pulls, but checking this out, look in here. This thing is absolutely brand new. There has clearly been no use on this. Smells clean, looks clean. Box is just a little damaged. We have the plug inside right here. But, okay, another thing. Take a look at the edges here. We can see this kind of goo here. This is probably why it was maybe returned. I'm guessing they got it and the lid kind of stuck to it a little bit. So this one right here, brand new, is $39.30. So realistically, if I were trying to sell this, first, I'd test it, clean it up a bit, probably ask 15 to 20 bucks. All right, we're just gonna start from my right and work our way to the left. This could be quite a long video, guys, but we're gonna be spreading some pretty useful information throughout the video. Plus, hopefully opening all these things keeps you entertained. We have the kit, storage, adhesive, shelf, organizer, new. Okay, so this one, definitely brand new in the box, completely unopened. We're not gonna pull out all of this kind of stuff because it'll just be a hassle. But you can see right here, it is a bathroom type organizer that sticks to the wall. Oh boy. All right, so this is gonna be some kind of reindeer Christmas decoration. Now, this is not a great time of year for Christmas stuff. A lot of the Christmas stuff we give to family members, or some of it we just kind of throw away if it's not worth the hassle. It appears to be brand new in the box. So as we're going through all this stuff, just remember, I haven't gone through any of this. When we hand unloaded it, I did see some of the labels. Oh, don't need to open this one. So here we have ourselves a pet collar. Just a nice brand new large pet collar. Here is the first tip on another way to sell all of this random stuff. In a lot of areas across the US and Europe, there are local auction places. And nowadays, a lot of them are online. So what you do, you box a whole bunch of stuff up, and then you take it there as a mystery box. Or you just sell it in a box of Christmas stuff. Some of them don't allow mystery boxes. Now you wanna make sure that you have an assortment of things that you think a certain type of person will like. So if it's Christmas, try to keep it Christmas. Now, this is one of what I expect to be many car parts. This appears to be a tie rod end, brand new. Now the car parts, I'm not gonna lie, the car parts are pretty tough sometimes. Keep in mind, this entire pallet was only 150 bucks. All right, then we have some kind of little cooker rack with some mini tongs. Interesting. I would say that that's, don't even need to look that one up. That's probably about 5 to 10 bucks brand new. All right, now also guys, on the car parts, I'm gonna try to tell you what most of them are for because they're pretty tough to sell. We're probably gonna list a lot of these on our eBay page. This is for a Chrysler Pacifica. This is a tie rod end. Guys, we'll probably list it on there for like 10 bucks. Again, more car parts. This is an air filter for a Nissan Rogue. Box is a little beat up, but the filter itself, as you can see, appears to be perfectly fine, unused. A little scrunched, but this would be totally fine to use. This goes to a Nissan Rogue. So again, guys, if you're interested in any of this stuff, a lot of the smaller things, I'm gonna be listing on the eBay page. We just figured that might be another good way to sell. All right, next up, we have ourselves a peel and stick bath mat. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but again, it's brand new. It's one of those sticky ones that goes in a bathtub or whatever. Guys, these things, these pallets are crazy random. Always random. You never quite know what's gonna come in them. Now, the next one I wanna show you guys for a very important reason, because not everything in these pallets is going to be nice and new. So here we have ourselves a decent looking Atwood paddle. As nice as that paddle looks, we see an issue here. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind this issue. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drill out this little rivet here. I'm gonna cut the end off. I'm gonna make it a short paddle and it's gonna go in with our canoes. We love to canoe around here. We have about 4 or 5 of them at this point. So in my videos, I like to keep things about as real as I possibly can. So I have a feeling this box right here feels pretty light. You're gonna get this a lot. You're gonna see a lot of big boxes inside of these pallets without much in them. So right here, we have an AC discharge hose. Again, this will probably end up on the eBay page. It looks brand new, completely unopened, but it is very likely to a car I don't have. All right, guys, so here's one that sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. We have an entire case of Hellmann's Real Mayo. But if we check out the date right here, that is right. This is being filmed at the end of February 2025. This, unfortunately, is gonna be trash. So that's gonna be a $0 value. All right, I don't know what's in this one. It is a giant UPS store box. So let's check this one out next. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a screen. Oh, what? Oh, screen is definitely cracked in about 10 places. Well, so far I have no idea what this is, but this is part of the game. Broken stuff. Well, it appears as though this was some kind of powered display stand. Well, let's plug it into this USB and see if it'll power on. I don't know if it's a screen or quite what it is, to be honest with you. Well, even with the cracked screen, I was kind of hoping it would turn on. We are currently running it out of a 100-watt USB Type-C. I have no idea what this thing took, but it is kind of toast. Well, guys, I can't find any price on this. I can't find any extra part numbers. Yep, just totally normal thing. It's unfortunate to see what looks like the expensive things completely destroyed, but guys, it's 150 bucks for a whole pallet. You can't expect too much. All right, next up we have 2 of these. They are Rubbermaid dustpans, industrial. Now they're about 35 bucks retail, but they also come with a pole, so value is kind of hard to give on that one. Next up, we have some Lovita weight loss tea for men and women, blackberry flavor. Then we have ourselves a single 22-inch Rain-X Latitude wiper. Yeah, something like this is always nice because it's brand new, and who doesn't need a wiper? This looks like a lower fog light type lamp cover for some random car. No idea. All right, next up we have a Max Control monotube shock by Gabriel. This thing looks like it's worth about 50 to 60 bucks. I'm guessing it's new. Well, I mean, hey, it's new. The problem is this gonna be the size and the setup you need? For me, no. This won't fit in any of my Jeeps. And I'm gonna probably add this one to the eBay page. Yeah, guys, I haven't looked at any of these labels yet, but whatever it is, we have a whole mountain of them. Yeah, we'll get to those here in a bit. Now, this next stuff here, it's pretty common in these Amazon mystery pallets for a whole bunch of stuff to just be laying in the bottom. Just completely wide open, laying in the bottom. That's what all of this stuff was. We just pulled it out and put it in another box to help us carry it. So now we're on to tip number 2 on where to buy these. Check Marketplace, check your local place. Just search Amazon pallets, pallets of returned merchandise, stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, I've had a lot of comments from the UAE, like Dubai, stuff like that. People asking where to buy these over there. I'm sorry, guys, I have no idea where to buy them overseas. There will be more tips coming on where to buy these. We'll get into the ones that I've personally tested here in a bit. Food is always kind of a sketchy thing in these. Now, we've gotten coffee, we've gotten high-end cereals, those sell really well. A single pack of value udon noodles is a little weird. All right, so these are best by December 3rd, 2025. So, I mean, realistically, that's not bad. They feel completely sealed, they're double sealed. This hard candy here, I don't know what it's worth, but it is hard. So, no value on that. And this bag, actually, it's pretty sealed, but still, stuff like this, I just don't feel comfortable with, so we normally toss it. I don't even know what to call this little guy. There is gonna be so much random stuff in these pallets. If you guys want an entertaining thing to do on the weekend with your family and kids, and you have some of these pallets near you, 150 bucks, buy one. It's entertaining. You can turn around and sell some of the stuff. I mean, I have no idea what this is, but it's entertaining. So we got random stuff like that. There's always tends to be a lot of personal care stuff in there too. Like these right here. It's a giant thing of hair ties. Brand new, sealed. Obviously, that's probably not something you'd want used. All right, that's an interesting one. We have what appears to be a policeman's hat. Christmas decoration for hanging on the tree. This will definitely be going in our Christmas resale pallets. We sell those locally. The Christmas stuff doesn't tend to sell too well most of the year for pretty obvious reasons. All right, now these. Not quite sure what these are, but we have 6 of them. So these appear to be some custom type Tab S6 cases. Interesting, I'm guessing that's the Galaxy tab. So these right here, we have 7 of them total. It looks like these things go for about 20 bucks brand new, and they're brand new. No damage to them. They're all the same, Lilo and Stitch. Again, it's always fun to get the expensive stuff, but it's all this little stuff is where you're usually gonna make your profit, but it's also gonna take some time. All right, so this one right here, this is a baby sleeping bag. Now, my advice to you guys with blankets and clothes, if you want the best chance of selling them and they're sealed, don't open them. Find them on Amazon, find them online, get a picture, a screenshot of them. Clothing stuff like this, I pretty much never open. And sometimes the baby stuff, as long as it's actually new, goes pretty well. You wanna make sure it's new. People don't wanna buy used baby stuff. Next up, we have this little pocket folding chair. Whole thing folds up into this pocket, fold it on out. Probably not gonna have a huge weight limit on it, but this goes for about 20 bucks. Again, that's 20 bucks new. Used, we'll be lucky to get 10 out of it. All right, now, being a guy who likes to work on things, normally I get excited when I see tools. These are the Rymar Cool 10-inch aviation snips. Unfortunately, I've seen this brand before. These are about 5 bucks, and they're pretty horrible. All right, next up we have more food, the Yum Earth Gummy Bears. So take a look here, more food. Always check the expiration dates, guys. These ones here are March of 2025. So these are good for about another month. And then of course, more of the hair care products, some curl leave-in. That's worth about 5 bucks. Oh, you guys thought I was going for the stack, huh? Nope, we're not to the stack yet. We have 2 more boxes before we get there. I don't know what this box is, but this thing feels like it's about 40 pounds. So probably car parts, but who knows? Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be car parts. Now these here, unless you list them on eBay, these are some of the hardest things I ever find to sell. These are going to be car hub bearings. All right, after a little bit of digging, we found these guys here. These are for the 6-lug Land Rover, apparently. These are with sensors, ABS sensors for 4-wheel drive, and they're brand new. So if I list these on eBay, I got a pretty good chance of selling them. Anywhere from about 70 to 90 bucks per set, brand new. So if we list them on eBay, we could probably get about 50 plus shipping. But again, guys, the car parts, they're hard to sell. They sit on eBay forever. But with that said, usually when we get car parts, they're almost always brand new. Another thing we get a lot of is blinds and shades. Now here's the big differentiator. Shades tend to sell. They're usually a bit nicer. They have a bit of a distinction to them. You can see these ones here, pretty nice color, very nice fabric, and yeah, these are worth about 65 bucks new. We could probably get 40 out of these if we had more than one. Since we only have one, that does make it a little bit harder to sell because, you know, people want to match their shades. All right, guys, the time is here to see what's in the giant pile of skinny boxes. Oh, now for a quick word from our sponsor, Digiera. This is the LPS2000M, a MagSafe portable SSD. Now it comes in sizes from 500 gigabytes all the way up to 2 terabytes. It works with all USB-C devices. Just connect it and use it. Its ultra-fast transfer speeds offer up to 2,000 megabits per second read and 1,800 megabytes per second write, allowing you to record 4K 60 and 4K 120 FPS directly to the drive through USB Type-C. On top of that, it's extremely versatile and user-friendly. MagSafe case, extremely easy to use. Any Android or iPhone that has a magnetic attachment point in the back of the phone just clips right on. 2 USB connections right on the bottom. Now another nice use case for the Digiera drives is a game drive, allowing you to play games directly from the drive or even boot an operating system directly from the unit itself. Now it definitely takes some higher speeds to do that, especially if you're playing any kind of newer AAA title. Well, this will do it. So with all that said, never pay for cloud storage again. Never upgrade your phone a year early because you're running out of space. So make sure to check out the link in the description below to pick yours up today. I'm using the 1 terabyte. I've been using it for a while. It helps me a lot when I'm recording footage on the go. Even when I'm using my phones, I'm recording in 4K, and guys, I run out of storage pretty quick. So thanks to Digiera for sponsoring today's video. Guys, make sure to check out that link in the description below. If we have a discount code, you know it'll be down there. That's ironic.
And who doesn't need a wiper?
It is wiper blades, 24 inch by 18 by Cartman. So normally when we get giant piles of stuff, it doesn't normally have this many of the same thing. All right, I just counted them. I have 104 boxes of brand new wiper blades. And every single one of them is a 24 inch blade and an 18 inch blade. Now, guys, these are all brand new. They have the hardware to fit many different cars, and they sell for $25 new a piece. At this price, if I sell these for $15 a piece, that is $1,500 plus in just these wiper blades. Now that's gonna take a long time to sell, but that's actually kind of cool. I don't hate to see that. These are easy to store. These are gonna be pretty easy to ship. They have their instruction manuals and all of their hardware. Now, I wouldn't be doing you guys justice if I didn't make sure to mention this. Not every pallet is gonna be this good. Some pallets are gonna be better. Some are gonna be worse. They are true Amazon mystery pallets. So that's where it comes in to my next tip. When finding these, if you find them at a local seller, a website, I'll tell you another website here in just a minute, you need to make sure it's a person or a website you can trust. There are plenty of resellers coming up that I've seen locally in the past that go through and pull items out. It sucks because you won't know it. They'll go through, they'll pull out all the good stuff. You'll think you're buying a completely untouched pallet that just got packed by a bunch of people from halfway across the country, and you get a bunch of broken junk, and that really sucks. So I will, one, tell you where I got these. Same as my last pallet video, I got these from W&W in the Tri-Cities area. If you look it up, I will put a link down below. The owner's name is Fred, really good guy, and I know that I can trust him. I know he's not gonna go through and cherry pick and pull out the good ones. He is going to take everything, put it on the floor, and sell it as is. The next website you can get if you do not have someone near you. This is one that I have personally used, and I spent a lot of money there a couple of times to try it out. It is liquidation.com. It does not require any kind of resale license. They have manifests on most of the stuff. Now, when I was doing it, I bought damaged computer parts. It was a lot of fun, but I bought like 7 pallets. That was a bit much. Downside to liquidation.com is I have noticed over the last couple of years since I have used it, it has gained a lot of popularity. Now, with a lot of popularity comes a lot of price. So I haven't bought anything from there in a while because the prices are going up, but they do still have a really good selection and they roll through quite a few things every single week. So with the last one out of the way, if you guys happen to want some wiper blades, I'm going to have my eBay link down below we're gonna sell them cheap. We have a ton of them, we just wanna move them. So next up we have this Splash Stop, the receiver hitch mounted brush shield. So it's a 16-inch hanging brush that's gonna hang down. You're gonna mount it to your receiver hitch. It's gonna block stuff from normally going back to hit your trailer. But is it in there and is it in good condition? Let's check it out. It does appear to be in there, and I don't wanna pull it all the way out because it appears to be in brand new condition. These sell anywhere from 70 to 100 bucks used. New is a little bit more, but what we're finding, that's not a bad find, and I live in Michigan, so something like this will probably sell locally on Facebook Marketplace pretty quick. All right, here is the sticker anybody who buys pellets hates to see. Fragile, handle with care, because let's face it, they don't care. Let's see what we got in here. There's no labels on the outside of this one, so I have no idea. Oh, it appears to be a, I don't know, it's either gonna be a picture frame or a mirror. Let me get it out. Haha, smart. The only reason this isn't broken is because this is plexiglass, not glass. Things like this are really hard to determine what they're worth. Now, being plexiglass, it does have a thing down here. You peel it, makes it nice and clear. People might want to use this for their own picture. Doesn't appear to really be damaged. This could probably sell anywhere from 15 to 50 bucks. Honestly, picture frames are really hard to dictate value on. We have some sealed brand new crane apple, best until 2 months from now, still good. We have some Grinch placemats. Slap Ya Mama. What is Slap Ya Mama? You have my attention with your branding. All right, so here we have some Slap Ya Mama Cajun Creole seasoning. This stuff sells for about $6 each. Not bad. And they all appear to be brand new and sealed. Stuff like this, I don't even have to worry about expiring. Let's see. Best by 2027. I think we're good. We have ourselves some Ritz cheese crackers. If they're not expired, we'll probably give those to the kids. All right, here we have some $12 fenugreek seasoning. Yeah, these things are always random. We have some pruning sealant, a non-slip welcome doormat, Body Armor Flash IV, 0 sugar. Well, I'll probably drink that. It's an electrolyte drink mix. Check that out. Now I get to show you guys another sticker that people who do this absolutely hate seeing. This is a set, do not separate. Well, if it's in these pallets, it pretty much got separated. It appears to be a bunch of badge accessories for a nurse. Maybe I should send this to my mother. Woohoo! Oh yeah, check this out, guys. It's a random piece of a car track. All right, we got some $17 perfume here. Appears to be brand new. Got some Vicks Vapo Steam. Now guys, I know we're going through a lot of random stuff here, but I really just want to give you a general idea as to what can be in this. A lot of people really underestimate when I say these are the most random mystery type of things you're ever going to buy. All right, now when it comes to the women's perfumes and lotions and stuff, a lot of this stuff is way more expensive than I ever would have thought, so make sure to always look it up. This stuff right here, it's called Gaultier Divine by Jean Paul. It's worth about 45 bucks. So not a bad find at all. In here, we have ourselves another Christmas ornament covered in glitter. So this will never exit this bag in my house. More car parts, emission control ventilation. All right, now this one here, we don't have an original box. It was in plastic, but it appears to be brand new. It's a Colgate Comfort Fit LED, brand new, untouched. You can see the mouthpiece is inside this case right here. I mean, that's 53 bucks right there. Even without the original box, that's an easy 40 to 50 bucks. All right, next up, we have ourselves a pretty generic vinyl pipe cutter. This is probably gonna be worth about 10 to 15 bucks. Nothing crazy, but it did come with some pipe thread and some sandpaper. Next up, we have some Everyman Jack deodorant, sandalwood. Hey, that smells pretty good. That is gonna be worth $0 because I'm just gonna keep it. Have ourselves a nice hunk of stainless steel here. This is one of those flag holders. Stick this in the ground, pretty sweet. Not worth much for resale, but could be useful to those who like to fly a flag around. Got some more Christmas stuff, not too exciting. Bunch of Christmas stocking holders with weights. Now this is something that also came in the pallet. Looks like it was a dog crate. Now it's scrap metal. All right, to the viewers, I'm gonna ask for your help on this one. A lot of times I have a lot of trouble finding these. So if somebody on here can tell me what these go to, take a good look at them. They look like they have a pretty unique spread from the cylinder heads. There are 2 of them, identical. If you guys can tell me what these are, I will go ahead and send you guys something fun. We'll send you a free fun gift. Cool little fun fact, it also comes with all of the hardware and brand new gaskets. And yes, it comes with the adapter flanges too. All right, next up we have 2 absolutely monstrous brand new lower control arms. Now these ones are for a Silverado. Normally if they're for something weird, these will be very easy to sell for probably about $100 here, which is good because these things weigh a ton and shipping these would probably cost more than the part. And for fun's sake, we had 2 sets. And look at this, another 6 Slappy Mama seasonings. I mean, you guys can definitely see the profit in this. Obviously very time consuming, but there's a lot to be made here. All right, this box here has a bunch of these little ghost yard ornaments. Now, these I will not be tallying up towards the price because we have an annual Halloween party. So the rule is all Halloween decorations go to the person who hosts the party. And I'm cool with that. All right, so next we have a Dynamax exhaust tip. This thing's about 35 bucks brand new, and this in here has a nice dent in the side, so it's probably not gonna be worth too much. And for some reason, in the exact same bag was this. This is a strut for a computer chair. So that's about useless unless you know exactly which one it goes to. All right, got ourselves another picture frame. It appears to not be broken. Plexi front end. This one's probably worth, again, 5 to 10 bucks. Nothing too crazy. All right, guys, this in here was our biggest box. This is a catalytic converter for a 2002 to 2005 Escalade. It's worth about 275 bucks. And since the 02 to 05 Escalade had a 5.3 in it, this will probably fit a lot of Silverados and stuff like that too. But in my area, this shouldn't be too hard to sell. We've shown you most of the things in this video. There are a few more things up here. We have a set of 5 shades. Those go for about $36 a piece, and there is a set of 5. This has been fun. This has been about average for one of our mystery pallets. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know down below.
All right, guys, it's been a couple days since the initial unboxing. Our total retail value for everything in the $150 pallet is just over $4,008. Now, realistic retail, like trying to resell at Marketplace, eBay, all these other places, we're looking at around $2,000. But some things like those wipers, those I could probably sell for $15 a piece if I really wanted to wait and take the time. So that number could go drastically up. So just wanted to share the totals with you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.